garden, we planted a seed. Yeah! All I wanna do is make love to you.
They didn't look at each other when they sang that.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't look at each other, did we?
You just looked at me.
No, I looked at the camera, didn't I?
Okay, start over. 2, 3.
We walked in the garden, we planted a seed.
Okay, I won't kick. I'm not gonna kick.
do the kick.
Okay, you do the kick.
You do the
I don't think they
kick.
kicked.
Yeah, she did. Should be.
Take 3. 2, 3.
We walked in the garden, we planted a seed. I wanted to make love to you. I don't know any more of it.
Oh yeah, we do. With something other that we hold on to. Is that part of it?
I don't know, but I know that there's a part where he sees the kid and his eyes are like his.
We can sing that. I don't know. I don't know the song. Let's turn around and say, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
That's too much.
That was... This is our fish aquarium. And these are the aliens. He graduated. She is fancy. She's a fancy whore. They are taking off in their spaceship. Who dat? Who dat? This is Dennis Rodman. This guy right here was just left at our front door. We have no idea who dropped him off here. This is the Queen. I had Prince Charles up here and Mike Tyson doing your mama jokes, but then they didn't go over well. People get offended by everything. This is the tennis shoe spot. Brothers from another planet. We're in the back of the store right now. There's a lot of heads in here. Starting to think I have mental problems. Look who I've got. That is Julie Newmar. This is Fred Rogers. Pendejo.
I'm trying to avoid my question.
What was the question?
What's the meanest thing you've ever done?
What's the meanest thing I've ever done? Pretend like I was deaf and sold a balloon to a woman for a deaf person come up to me and sold me, had a balloon on a stick that said, I'm deaf and I'm trying to support my family.
But when you went home, it made you kind of feel sick to your stomach, did you?
Yeah. That was the meanest thing I ever did, because I turned around and decided after I bought the balloon from her that I wanted something else for like $1 or $2 and I didn't have the money to buy it. You know, I was like 15 years old. And I didn't have the money to do it, so I turned around, I walked up to somebody, check this out. I walk up to a woman that works with my grandmother. But I don't know her face because she had one of them generic faces. And she buys the balloon from me, then she calls my grandmother, tells on me. That's the meanest thing I ever did.
No.
It ain't?
I have a different opinion
That's the worst time I ever felt, I think.
Even the hit and run?
Oh, I've done a lot of hit and runs now.
See, that made me feel sick when I got home. I was like, ooh, we found out.
That's a different kind of sick. I felt ashamed of myself when I saw the balloon.
Well, you didn't feel
I didn't feel ashamed of myself with a hit and run.
That car looked like it had just been painted. It had like a candy red.
I've done a lot of hit and runs.
Oh.
We done a hit and run at the liquor store.
Oh, yeah.
We did a hit and run on that Nova. Oh, my car was... my car was...
Sick.
I was backing out, right? And I cut the wheel too tight. And I kept pushing the gas and I was looking behind me and I couldn't go anymore. And we had the radio blaring. And when I looked to see what was going on, my car's whole bumper was so embedded like into the side of this car's door.
You could tell they were.
Yeah, they've been putting some money in this old Nova, and we got the hell out of Dodge.
I wasn't even old enough to drive.
I was a kid. How old was I? I was like 17 or something. And we did a hit and run on 411.
I didn't.
I know we had the Ford Explorer. It was a different time.
You were kind of old then.
Like 23.
I never did a hit and run. I couldn't.
What was another hit and run? Is that the only hit and runs?
The one at the liquor store didn't really phase me. But the one at Ray City did.
Because that was a big deal.
It lasted about a month too. I was like, God.
That's not the same kind of sick. That's because, man, I was sweating bullets. I thought any minute the cops were going to pull. I wasn't supposed to be driving the car. I wasn't supposed to be driving. It wasn't my car. It was Mama's or Bud's or somebody's car, and I wasn't supposed to be driving it. Didn't have insurance on it, but as soon as everybody was gone, me and sister went shopping. And I hit a car, and I got out of there, and all I kept thinking was somebody had to write that tag number down. It was going to be tracked back, so any minute somebody was going to be knocking on the door, and I was going to be going to jail for hit and run.
Hit and run makes it sound like it's a human.
A hit and run a car, not a human. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I wrecked a lot of cars too. But no, I didn't wreck them, I totaled them. I only wrecked.
The balloon thing was the one you felt the most guilt about?
Yeah. I live a pretty clean life. I don't have too many regrets. I don't have any regrets. Smoking cigarettes is my biggest regret.
Getting that perm.
Oh yeah, getting a perm. That was a big regret. I got a perm one time.
I remember some shit. I don't do it.
I got a perm 2 times. Once when I was like 15, I got a perm. And then like at 27, 26, something like that, I got a perm.
I got a perm too. And
That was a... Perms don't take well in our hair.
Wow.
They do bad things for us. I'll never get another perm as long as I live.
Me neither. They should have never permed my hair. Who perms naturally curly hair?
And who perms over-processed, fried, dyed hair? Besides my friend, who's supposed to be a color and perm specialist. My hair went like this. I could hold this part of my hair.
You look like you had,
like this,
had a bad...
and I could go like this. And I could just yank. I could pull it with my own hands.
Your hair looked like it had been attacked by a cramp.
Like I could go like this and just yank it and pull out, and my hair would look like that when I'd be done. It would tear that. I could tear that much hair off with my bare hands. God, I had bangs then too. I had, which is very odd for me. Not very many people have ever. I don't do bangs. It's not common. If you ever see me with bangs, that means that I was in the bathroom with wet hair and some scissors. Oh, I'll never have bangs again. I'll never do that again. But she permed my bangs too. I stole 75 cents out of Mama's pocketbook one time. And I worried all day long she wouldn't have money to buy Coke out of the machine.
When I come home, yeah, I know I'm gonna be.
I'm just gonna leave this bag right here, okay? Or let's put it right here.
I'm unable to be the man who.
Gotta keep it all separated.
I am so tired. I woke up every 10. I got myself spooked.
with the
last
MRI.
night yet because I got all the
Day out of the month, about 40 of them come up here. This is so entertaining. This is my favorite, one of my favorite days of the month. So today I'll be introducing you to about 40 homeless people.